I get to go straight to my absolute favorite layover. I am so excited. This one's short. When I do these, usually they're like 30 hours. This one's only 19. I have some plans for news, of course, but I also really want to enjoy. I'm still packing. I'll show you. This is what things look like when I am trying to start a trip. Look at this. You can't even close this. It is just chaos. I'm hitting up 3 different cities. The temperatures are ranging from 60 to 90 plus. I don't really know how to put all of that in here. Making some salmon, have some food tonight at the hotel, and then also tonight, as in right now, charging all my devices. I need to charge my camera, all that. So this is a little bit of what it looks like. I guess we can cut to me heading to New York now, or heading to my favorite lake. It's a smart move. It's a smart. I'm in my favorite layover ever. Las Vegas. Look at the pool. Oh, I kind of want to go in the pool, no lie. I didn't know this hotel even had a pool. My whole luggage just collapsed in the room. LOL. I love Las Vegas. 2 people actually on my trip, colleagues, that it's their first time in Vegas. And that's what this was like for me, basically. It felt like my very first time in Vegas when I got this career and this role. And this hotel was the one that we stayed at when I first came here. So it just feels like I miss this place. I made this video way back then, which was like probably a year ago exactly. I went on this road trip, I rented a car. I looked back a year ago when I was afraid to say, oh no, I have my own plans. And now I just tell people like, oh, I'm seeing a friend. Oh, I have things to do. And because I make plans for myself. And I think I'm finally in a place where I'm getting more confident in myself, in having my own bag. I want to go do a story in Las Vegas. I'm trying to build this Snapchat show, and I'm trying to make it very different from what you see in the news. And I'm trying to bring me and my personality to it, also my life as a flight attendant to it, and then also information to it. So there is this community in Vegas where basically the ground is literally sinking because it was built on like an aquifer. Their houses are leaning. They're like, it's bad. So I want to go see that, maybe talk to some people, because I'm working right now actually with my manager to figure out how to make this show a thing. And so we're trying different things. I'm trying different stories, and we're in this phase of building it, which is really cool to have that time and to have support for the first time on building a show. So let's go. Let's get food, and then we're gonna go to Windsor Park. Signs of Vegas.
Or to Las Vegas, New York, RPGM, and the Four Seasons Resort.
Vegas. Got Cane's. If you don't know, Cane's is my favorite. One of my favorite foods out west. I have 2 beds if you're like panicking that I'm in the bed with regular clothes. The box combo, like this is the main one that comes with everything. 4 chicken tenders that are insanely good. Texas toast, incredible. It's out of this world toast. Coleslaw on that side. You also get cane sauce. I have nourished my body. 19 hours is not enough. Technically, if you just want to party, 19 hours is enough in Vegas. But if you're like me, and rather than drink and go like crazy, your turn up is Red Rock and Valley of Fire, going to Summerlin. I don't know, the communities of Las Vegas are what's beautiful. I'm in the Windsor Park community of North Las Vegas, where this community has been sinking. I'm gonna show you a perfect example of this. You can see how this house, it doesn't fully cave in, but right there, you zoom in right there, you can see the house literally caving into the ground. Right over here, there is this just mass amount of abandonment. And what you can see is that the ground isn't really level.
You're obviously watching this video because you want bigger arms. And the only way to do that is to focus on the main muscle groups that make up your arms, the wall, or even elevated type push-up.
I just wanna like do a workout. All right, I should just do regular push-ups then. This is like perfect. You can see everything up here. Oh my gosh. Good morning, by the way. Okay, I always envision these things being much more blissful. I'm like the only person I know that requires high maintenance and yet chooses to come to the tops of garages that are gross, you know, with bugs, because there's no one here. Last night was crazy. I didn't really share too much, but it was really hard seeing that community like that. I've been to Vegas a lot, so it's one of those places where you come and you kind of like enjoy downtown and you don't really see the harder stuff unless you choose to. Because I go to Summerlin. Summerlin's pretty. Like if I talk to a community activist and I can figure out a little bit more about the story, I have at least something that I could share that could bring awareness to this. Aside from that, I have been gratitude journaling. I've been on this gratitude journal streak. This is day 3 of my streak of doing it consistently. So I brought my journal out here. I'm big on gratitude in general. It's so beautiful. I can't even explain, like the mountains in the background behind you. What gratitude journaling does is just helps you remember all the things you're grateful for, which then in turn brings more goodness to you. The reason to do it isn't to get more stuff. The reason to do it is to take stock of all the good happening around you so you just recognize more of it. Running to the elevator. I gotta get in the van. I gotta change. Now we are in Los Angeles. We fly from here to Reno and then back to LA and then to San Francisco. My absolute favorite flying is West Coast flying. You get turbulence, you get the dips, you have to be faster, you have to be on your toes. The customers are different from East Coast. It is so exciting as a New York City-based crew member to be able to fly all around the West all in one day. I love the Reno crowd specifically, so let's do this. Let's go to Reno. We are in Reno. I just want to go up to the gate and say hi to our crew here. Last one off the plane today. Oh God. Just made it to, I can't see anything, pretty San Francisco. Today this woman legitimately looked me in my eye and she said to me, she was a customer, and she said, like, you're stuck. Like I was stuck in the aisle with my cart basically because someone else had another cart. So I was waiting for her to finish drinks and I was just kind of in the aisle with my drink cart, like, waiting, just chilling out. And I just love that I have created that energy and that vibe. It's me. And it's me getting to be in a role that I dreamt for years of this opportunity. To get to be at an airline where I get to be me. I sit as a customer all the time as on a flight, and I don't feel like I could tell the flight attendant, like, you're stuck in the aisle, ha ha ha, like a cute kind of like normal just conversation. And customers feel like they can talk to me the way they do, which is very casual and normal because of my airline and because of who I am. And I think that that's so cool when you can bring your full self to what you do. After 4 flights, it's funny because you think I'd be drained, but because of our customers, I'm just filled with all this energy. I wanted to see my baby cousin, but he is out of town. The rent's taking him out of town, taking him to the East Coast when I'm in town. I'm in bed. And I don't talk about this that much, you guys. I just feel like saying it gets very lonely isn't what accurately describes it. There have been times in this role where I just want to get away from everybody, and the alone time that I have here means so much to me. Started getting through that, what started coming up. Imagine you went to a party and you were hosting the party. Like you were working the party. You see everybody talking, People are getting to know each other, they're going on vacation, they're getting together with families, they're having drinks, they're just, it's fun. They're eating snacks, they're having food, they're traveling, they're just like the it girl, the it guy, and it's like 200 of them. The party ends, and you are in a city you don't live in, and you're alone. I don't want to be sad right now. All you want at the end of that is to be with people too. When you go to an event and there are hundreds of people, it riles your energy up. Even if it's almost midnight, right? It's literally 11:58. I'm so riled up. At it like a light switch, the party's done. It's not like you watch the party kind of taper off. It just feels like you are hype and excited, and I'm filled with gratitude and love. And the thing is, when you get filled with that from what you do, I think you want to innately share that, which is why I'm so grateful you're watching this, because at least I get to share it with you. My family's out of town, like I said. My friend lives like an hour away, and I don't know if we're gonna meet up. And I think that's what kind of teased me, because he was asking me like how long I was here, which, like, I want to see him so bad. And then the other piece is that, like, you're surrounded by people all day, and at the end of the day, you are alone in a hotel room. And that's what's lonely about it. It's not a lonely job. You're surrounded by people all day, but it's that at the end of it all, you have no one. And yes, I could call a friend, but guess what? If it's midnight on the West Coast and I was born in Brooklyn and all my friends and family are in New York, guess what? It's 3 a.m. there. I can't call a friend at 3 a.m. to chat. I'd have to have like an emergency, like pick up. This happens all the time. All the time. And I wanted to go for a walk in San Francisco, but by the time we got in, the ice cream shops, all the local good ones, I think they're closed, like 10. I want to see a friend. Oh my God. This is so embarrassing. I really want to hang out with someone right now. And it's also like, who's going to hang out with you at midnight? Like, oh my God. Or tomorrow. Like, I just want to see someone. This is so depressing. This is kind of sad. It's the truth, though. It's the truth. I'm gonna put the notification from my phone or just show it to you guys. I took a screenshot of it, so from my CoStar app. It's literally noon. I slept 12 hours. I'm so upset. I hate when I do this. I want to enjoy the cities that we go to. And this was a layover that I haven't had in a while, and I only have 3 hours left now. That's also why I like having a plan and going with a friend or something, because then I just get up. It's 2 p.m. I've been messaging basically and trying to get in contact with my leasing assistant and in giving up my lease and all that. So it's just been a really complicated morning or afternoon in terms of getting all that done. But I was gonna go for a run. I don't care what's going on. Just hit me that I'm only gonna have 30 minutes. I don't have my Apple Watch because I left the charger at home. I only have these running pants that are like, don't have a zipper, so my phone's gonna be falling out of my pocket. Like, I can't track the run. It's just clearly not the moment to run. My plan is to just walk around SF. I have to be back here at 2:45. It is 2:09 because my van is at 3:15. So that 30-minute mark is the point where you gotta start getting everything together. Let's do this. Let's walk around San Francisco. I miss this place so much, and I didn't get to enjoy it. I just love it here. Okay. Our flight just got canceled. I'm trying to find out that's what all the dings were. These are the moments. When I started a year ago, I swear, this trips that I do, I don't experience this. Cancellations, modifications, genuinely, it has not been my experience. Canceled in San Francisco. realizing that the coolest thing about this job and this role, one of the coolest things, is that I get to grow up here. Like, I'm 23. I get to grow up here. It's wherever I am. All across America, all across the world. Can't help but be grateful. Like, people spend their whole lives just hoping they can spend a day here. And I get to grow up here, everywhere, and watch myself evolve and grow, but with the different energies of all of these places. Nothing cooler than that. But I get chills sometimes from the impact that I'm able to have. Magic. Ooh, look at that. Ooh. Has a nice flavor to it. Because I live in Utah, I decided to self. Means that basically because of the situation that we experienced here, my airline's like, okay, our top priority is to get you back to base. I don't live in base anymore, so I don't want to go back to New York. There were flights to Salt Lake tonight, but because of the time that the van leaves, I would have had to take public transit or Uber. Uber to San Francisco's airport from downtown is like $80 sometimes. Basically what I was going to do is either go to LA and then tomorrow I'll do LA Salt Lake. And if tonight I don't get on the flight to LA, just spend the night in the San Francisco airport and go to Salt Lake tomorrow. And this is the unpredictability of this life. I think people don't understand how, like, right now I'm basically preparing, I'm going to take a shower, brush my teeth and everything, because I could be stuck in the airport all night. You know what I mean? So I don't think people understand the severity of being stuck, especially my airline doesn't have a crew lounge in San Francisco. Because of the flexibility of you can live anywhere, you can do whatever, it becomes almost like this. You have to be very, very strong in order to do this role. Plane is pulling in right now to take me to LA. Thankfully, I'm gonna get on. Southwest is the real MVP today. This is the stuff people don't see. Because I selfed, it's like I'm not at work anymore. Once you self, that is it. You're on your own. It's as if I put myself in San Francisco and I'm stranded. Me and my crew, we were kind of talking in the van just about how dangerous it can be to travel alone. Dangerous our job can be, how safety-minded we have to be for ourselves in addition to being safety-minded on the aircraft. It's wild. I'm grateful that I had that camaraderie and we were able to talk about some of the things that we've experienced, but or that we've heard of, too. We were just talking about how sometimes, maybe you're a flight attendant and you only have family in like 2 states. And every time you travel, you don't know anyone there. And that can be really, especially if the crew doesn't hang out together or something like that, it can be really, really lonely. You may say, like, you can hang out with the crew, which a lot of the times at my airline, you can. That's not the case at every airline. At my airline, people love to hang out and go out with each other. There's something to be said for developing relationships. If you're consistently flying and you aren't working with the same people, then you're not developing consistent relationships. You're just getting like a ton of acquaintances. I think what I'm looking for is connection, and I think that's what everybody's looking for, because human connection is a value. It's literally something that's ingrained in us. It's like inside of us that we all long for connection and belonging. And that happens through relationships, which happens over time. And if you keep moving like this job has us do, and you're not in the same place all the time, and you work with different people all the time, it can be a challenge. And so I found that I really value the connections that I do have. And I do everything I can, and maybe I could do more, I don't know, to see those people more.